The fifth game you beat in 2017 was Owlboy.
Oh boy.
What did you think of Owlboy's story?
They put so much effort into that game. And it shows. Until the end. Everything just kind of fell apart. It's like they had so much going for them. They were so inspired. They had so much material. And I don't know if they just ran out of ideas. It seemed like they wrote the story as they were making the game. And then as it got closer and closer towards finishing the game, they had a harder and harder time wrapping up the story. The majority of the conflicts in the game were miscommunication between the characters, which that kind of made things frustrating, because you wanted to feel with the characters, but then you were like, why are you being so stupid? Towards the end, we discovered that the true Owlboy had everything under control to begin with, and if we had not interfered with their plans, if we had just stayed at home and quit trying to be helpful, it would have all originally worked out in the end. That's really disheartening, because it's like the whole time you were actually messing everything up. And then what really, really ticked me off was there was your teacher who was teaching you how to fly, teaching you how to be an owl, teaching you how to be a respectable person. He ends up hating you within like the first 5 minutes of the game, just treating you like absolute dirt. He continues through the rest of the game to kind of treat you like dirt and look down on you and make you feel like you can't live up to his expectations. He's just a jerk the entire game. And by the end of the game, for no reason, no explanation, no transformation of the heart, no character development, nothing, he just randomly comes up to you at the end of the game and says, I'm so proud of you, I knew you would always succeed, or something like that. He's like, I'm so proud of you, I always believed in you, and basically gives you the conclusion that he's not angry with you and that everything's okay now. And I was just like, what? They didn't give you any kind of a backstory or any kind of a closure to justify that scene. He just randomly was like, I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'd say it's probably would rate as being one of the most disappointing games for 2017.
So do you think this game's replayable at all?
If it had an alternative ending. Because the music makes me cry almost every time I listen to it. Just hearing the music in my head almost makes me emotional. The graphics were beautiful. It was one of the first retro platformers indie retro platformers I've ever played that completely utilized mouse and keyboard to where the game was actually better with mouse and keyboard than it was with the controller. Like, I got online to see if there was an alternative ending. There's not. So no, it's not replayable.
So if you were to give it an overall rating, what would you say?
I'd give it 7.9. Because it was so beautiful, but they just ruined it.